Jai Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Radha Radhanath Radhe Jai Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Nitai Gaura Haribo Nitai Gaura Haribo. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. So today our topic is Lord Shiva, the protector of the Dham. And we'll first start from Mathura, and we'll see how Lord Shiva is the maintainer of Mathura as well. So we see that, okay, before I start, let me just offer some prayers. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Tadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchikalpatarubhescha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So yes, devotees, we are talking about Mahadev or Lord Shiva being the protector of the Dham. And we'll see here in Mathura how this happened. So in Treta Yuga, when Lord Ramachandra appeared, he came with his three brothers, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna. And they also came to annihilate the demons and re-establish the principles of religion. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashachaya chuduskritam dharma samstaparnataya sambhavami yuge yuge. So the Lord comes in order to re-establish the principles of religion and get rid of all the demonic forces in this world. So we know that Lord Ram came and he killed the most famous person, demon, Ravana. And also his brothers did the same. They were also fighting demons, like Lakshman. He cut off the nose of Suparnaka, the demoness. And Shatrughna, he killed the demon Madhu. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm not sure Bharat, whether he killed any demons, but he was ruling for some time when Lord Ram was banished to the forest, so he was ruling at that time. And we'll just concentrate on Shatrughna for now, and we'll see that Shatrughna killed the demon Madhu in Mathura, and therefore and basically established a temple was established. Bhuteshwar Mahadev was established in Mathura in order to rid Mathura of all the evil. Hence the name Bhuteshwar Mahadev. Bhuta means ghost and spirits and demonic forces, the Bhuta, and Mahadev is Lord Shiva. So Bhuteshwar. So Bhuteshwar, Ishwar means the controller of the Bhutas. And Mahadev, he's the greatest of the Vaishnavas. So we see that here, Shatrughna, although he basically killed the demon Madhu and established the temple of Bhuteshwar, and therefore Bhuteshwar is a protector of Mathura. So let's go on now to another pastime. And that pastime, let me just share the screen with you of this deity. 1 second. So that's Chakaleshwar Mahadev. Can you see that? So once Sanatan Goswami was residing in Vrindavan, and he would go from home to home, and has a well-wisher of all the residents of Vrindavan and make small talk with them, like how's your daughters doing? Are they married? how did your cows give birth yet? Things like that. And so in this way, he would talk to them, make small talk with them, make friendly, very friendly with them. And then he would talk about Krishna and flood their hearts with Krishna prem. So this was Sanatan Goswami. He basically captured the heart of the Brajvasis. And he spent hours, discussing Krishna Katha and having Nam Kirtan. He used to have Kirtan in their houses, and they used to actually fight, like, in whose house is going to stay next, like that. So once Sanatan Goswami, he used to travel around Vrindavan, so he went to Govardhan, and there he was writing some scriptures, right? We know that the Goswamis were asked by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to write the scriptures and to re-establish lost temples, like that. So he was writing the scriptures. And then, in those days, there were no computers and typewriters and, all these fancy things we have today. So he would personally process leaves, and he would carve the Sanskrit letters on the leaves, and then he would make ink out of herbs and wipe it all over the carved letters. And this is how he used to preserve the writings, basically, his writings. And so once, while he was staying at Govardhan, around Manasi Ganga, around that area, so the mosquitoes were troubling him. They used to always disturb him when he couldn't write in peace, basically. And so he decided to move to another area in order to mitigate, this harassment of the mosquitoes. So now Lord Shiva is residing there, right? As Chakaleshwar Mahadev, he's residing there. So it is described that, when the Govardhan Leela took place, then Lord Krishna, he used his chakra to stop the water from coming into under the cave, basically under the shelter of Govardhan, because all the residents were at the Govardhan, under the shelter of Govardhan Hill. So he used his chakra, right? And Lord Shiva used his trident to basically keep the water out. So in this way, Lord Shiva is known as Chakaleshwar Mahadev, which actually is Chakraveshwar, but in time it became Chakaleshwar. So so now we'll go on to the story and say that how Lord Shiva, he was residing there at at Govardhan, and Sanatan Goswami, he wanted to move away from there because there was lots of mosquitoes. So Lord Shiva disguised himself as a Brahmana, and he went to Sanatan Goswami, and he told Sanatan Goswami, please don't go, just stay one more night, and if the mosquitoes worry you, then you can you can no longer stay here, you can move on. So what he did was, he went to the demigod in charge of the mosquitoes, and he told him, please do not allow these mosquitoes to harass Sanatan Goswami, because he's doing such wonderful work here. And so in this way, we see that the mosquitoes stopped harassing Sanatan Goswami at that area, right? And I think even if you go today, you won't find mosquitoes there, because that was the order of Mahadev, like that. And yeah, so and that place, and he's known there as Chakaleshwar Mahadev. So we go on to the next pastime, and I think Maharaj very nicely related this pastime on one of the days at New Jagannath Puri temple. So I will just share share that screen with you, and we'll continue with the pastime. So we'll find devotees that in different kalpas, the Lord comes, he enacts the same pastimes, but there may be a little different, a little twist to the pastime. So Maharaj related that story very nice, that pastime very wonderfully. But there's another version that I have, which I will relate to you now. So once Lord Shiva was in meditation, as he always is, right? And he heard the sweet vibration of Krishna's flute whilst in meditation, and he was mesmerized by this. So he entered into a deep samadhi, and he followed the sound vibration, until he came to Vrindavan, where Krishna was ready to start the rasa dance. So with the gopis, desiring to join the Maharas, he came to the entrance of Rasastali, and he was stopped there by Yogamaya, and she says that, what are you doing here? There's no males allowed here. You cannot enter the rasa dance. So she told him, okay, you can go to Vrinda Devi, take shelter of her, and she will advise you. So this is what Lord Shiva did. He went to Vrinda Devi and he said he wanted to enter the rasa dance. So Vrinda Devi took him to Manasarovar, and she dipped him in Manasarovar, and he came out as a gopi. So Gopeshwar joined the rasa dance, and after a while, Krishna, he didn't feel right, and he stopped the rasa dance. He said, okay, let's take some rest now. And then he was discussing with the gopis that, you know what, I'm not feeling pleasure when I'm dancing with you. There's someone here that's not supposed to be here, and there's a male figure here. And please go to all the gopis. He assigned Lalita Devi to please go to all the gopis and check who is the person that's not supposed to be here. So she went, and she was checking around. She lifted all the veils of the gopis to see whether they are male or female. And like this, she came upon Lord Shiva. And then she put the veil down, and she quickly ran to Krishna. And she related her story that, no, I didn't find any males here, or I found all gopis here. And then but she said, but there was one strange gopi. She had a third eye. And, maybe you'd like to go and check her out. So Krishna, he says, oh, is that so? So he went to the gopi, and he lifted the veil, and there he see it was Lord Shiva. So he started to laugh, actually. He says, oh, Maheshwar, Mahadev, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And Lord Shiva said, I want to enter the rasa dance. And he says, no, but you cannot, there's no males allowed here. And, I'll give, when he saw Lord Shiva, he was very pleased with Lord Shiva when he saw him as a gopi, and he addressed him as Gopeshwar Mahadev. He addressed him as Mahadev, Gopeshwar Mahadev. And he started to laugh, at seeing Lord Shiva in this situation. And he said, I'm very pleased with you in the form of a gopi, but the rasa dance is not for grihastas. From now on, you can remain here as Dwarapal. Dwarapal means a gatekeeper, right? And he said, all the gopis will offer you respects, and they will seek your blessings. So in this way, you can bless them, but you cannot enter the rasa dance. So in this way, Lord Shiva is a protector of the rasa dance as well. So he's there. So we see in these three places that we know of, that he is residing. Lord Shiva is residing, and he's taking care of the Dham there. One is Mathura, The other one is Govardhan Hill, right? And then the at Rasastali, at the Rasa dance. So we also need to get the blessings of the greatest Vaishnava, in order to enter Krishna's abode. Basically, when it is stated that when you actually in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita, that in order to go to the spiritual world, you have to pass Lord Shiva's planet, right, and get his blessings in order to enter into the spiritual abode, whether it be Vaikuntha or whether it be Golok Vrindavan. So we need to get the blessings of the Vaishnavas in order to go to the Golok Vrindavan. So these are the three pastimes I wanted to relate. And I think I'll stop there now. If anyone has any questions, you may ask at this point. Anybody?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Ma. I just wanted some clarity. Rasastali means rasa dance, or is it the place?
It's the place where the rasa dance is performed.
Okay, thank you so much, Mataji.
Rajasthan is actually like that stage, the arena where the rasa dance is performed.
Okay, thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Otherwise, we can end with some Kirtan.
Bhaktin Kodrita Paul Mataji, Hare Krishna. Is any question from your side?
Hare
Or
Krishna
comments?
Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you. Thank you very much for wonderful pastimes. I haven't questions. Everything is very beautiful.
Thank you.
Sorry, Mataji, another quick question.
Yes.
You mentioned there was water that was coming, and then Lord Shiva and Krishna with his chakra defended the place. Where did the water come from?
Well,
and why was it coming to Govardhan Hill? Was it from Lord Indra?
Because Lord Indra was sending all the rain clouds of devastation to annihilate the whole of Vrindavan. And then the chakra was helping in order to keep the water outside of the under the hill, from getting into under the hill. So yeah. So this was the time.
So this was the time when Krishna was lifting the Govardhana hill.
Yes, yes.
Oh, thank you so much. I understand now. Thank you.
So Sudarshan Chakra, he's a personality, and he was going around the hill to keep the water at bay. And Lord Shiva also, he was using his trident to basically dig a trench, maybe, and all water get out like that. So
yes, okay. And Mataji, is there a different name for Lord Shiva when he drank the poison from the churning of the milk ocean? No, was it milk ocean? Or was it? There's no other name for that. Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you so much. Really wonderful class, Mataji. Thank you so much.
He's actually known as Nilakant because after he drank the poison, his throat became blue.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Nila means blue and Kanta means neck.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Radha Radha Nata Radha Radha Nata Radhe Jai Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jai Giri Govardhan Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Go Premanande Hari Hari Bol.